You are basically good. It's good that you exist. Now, what's the foundation for that statement? If we look at life, the largest aspect of life is its possibility field. The possibility field of anything is always larger than its actuality. So life has a possibility field, and you are a part of that possibility field. Now, if that possibility field is expressed geometrically, it looks like a symmetrical pattern that connects all of the different variables together, right? The possibility field is always symmetrical. You can start with a small possibility field, and if you divide the units of energy, the patterns of energy in that possibility field, first divide them, and then multiply them, the possibility field expands, certainly mathematically. But if you divide a hand, cut off different fingers, etc., and make different patterns of energy that didn't exist before, right? Use, and then separate each finger into its bone and blood and different trace minerals, etc. If you will divide something and then combine it, multiply it, you generate a larger possibility field than existed before the division and multiplication. And so the possibility field gets bigger. Now, the possibility field gets bigger in all directions simultaneously. Think of the introduction of nuclear weapons, right? Now, what's going on? You've got a lot of division. You're dividing certain population, members of the population, from the rest of the population. The United States developed the first nuclear bomb, and it partitioned, right? So it divided. Some of the most brilliant German physicists were Jewish and had been thrown out of Hitler. So Hitler divided the German population into Jews and non-Jews. And then the United States brought the best physicists in the world who were German Jews into Los Alamos, into a specific region, to work on a project. So you have division, and then you have combination, not only of people, but of raw material. You divide the organic elements into different core building blocks, and you divide the uranium from whatever it gets divided from. And then you combine a variety of divided patterns of energy to create something that didn't exist before. And as you do that, you go from a smaller possibility field to a larger possibility field. Now, with the creation of a new energy form, right? In this case, nuclear weapons. With the creation of nuclear weapons, you have an expanded possibility field in all directions. You could descend into more murder, right? But you can also send nuclear weapons to break up asteroids. In other words, before we had intercontinental nuclear weapons, there wasn't the ability to intercept an asteroid that might otherwise bring to an end all life on Earth as we know it, right? We've had just a few relatively small collisions in Earth's history, one of them being, the event that led to the extinction of the dinosaurs, but that also led to the birth of humanity. It's unlikely that dinosaurs would evolve into humanity without that shock, without that trauma, and certainly not in the same way that we exist today. We might see super intelligent dinosaurs. It's hard to say. But to the extent that we value human life, we value the possibility of intercepting an asteroid that could eliminate 99% or 100% of human life, with asteroids that are frankly much bigger than the asteroid that changed the entirety of life's ecology. I think we're looking at something 1 or 2 miles wide that changed the entirety of Earth's history. Well, what about an asteroid that's twice as big? Well, we do have the ability with rocketry and nuclear missiles today to take a nuclear missile and send it to intercept an asteroid and explode on impact, right? Now, whether that works or not in a given case, we have a possibility for something that could save all life. And we have the possibility of something that could destroy all life, right? And so the question is, the real question is, do you want life to exist? Do you want the universe with all its many possibilities to exist? Well, we are a small subset of that possibility field. And the only way to completely eliminate humanity, right? Because we are a fractal expression of humanity, neither better or worse as a possibility field. Like every human being has a possibility field. And the possibility field of a given human being is no better or worse than the possibility field for the entire species, right? And so when we look at why your existence is a good thing, what we're looking at is your connection with the possibility field. In other words, if it was impossible for you to exist, it would also be impossible for life to exist. The fact that you exist means that it was probable that you exist. And the fact that it was probable that you exist means it was possible you exist. In this thread of possibilities, in this possibility field, if you break just one part of the thread, you collapse the entire possibility field, right? This thread that weaves its way through all of creation is a thread of possibility. And one part of that thread cannot exist without all of that thread existing, meaning if it's impossible for this to exist, it's impossible for anything else to exist. Because one possibility is inextricably connected to the possibilities on the left and the right of it. You can look at a grayscale possibility field, where over here you have infinite darkness, infinite black, and over here you have infinite white. And then that creates a possibility field that is a grayscale. It's on a continuum. Now you can't just delete this one, right? You can't take this shade of gray and say, I don't like that one. But I like the one over here. That one's a good one, that one's a good one, but I don't like this one. Now you can do that on a paint color for a house and say, no, I want to paint my house this color. But you can't eliminate it from the possibility field. Because this one that you like is made possible by the possibilities to the left and the right of it. Right? So you can spend more time with one member of a family, but that member exists because of the family members to the left and the right of that family member. Right? They would be different without that. And so the possibility field interconnects all things. And to delete a single possibility from the possibility field is to delete everything in the possibility field. And so when you think of, do I like myself? Do I think I should exist? And usually within a moralistic framework, that comes down to, do I think that I'm basically good or basically bad? If you didn't exist as a possibility, then nothing else could exist as a possibility either. Right? The possibility field connects all things, and so it is basically good that you exist, that you are here, and you are inextricably woven not only into every other possibility field through the threads that weave that field, you are also woven into every single probability, a denser field. And you are here, you are actual. And you are connected to every other actuality that is. You are connected through space. You are connected through time. You are connected through memory. You are connected through the laws of physics. You are connected through laws of cause and effect. You, wherever you are in the probability field, in the actuality field, along with everyone, and wherever they are in the probability, the possibility, the actual field, are interconnected with all things. And so while each person looking through a specific point of view will like and or dislike who you are, including me, from that point of view, it is a good thing that you exist as a possibility, as an actuality, as a probability. Because without you existing on those dimensions, nothing else could exist either. Without you, at the very least, being a possibility, nothing else could be possible.